slip away from you. Was your feeling in overtime just kind of not tonight?
Yeah, don't lose. However that was, however I could make that happen, was definitely not lose. And I feel like we battled way more in overtime than we did the other quarters while we were up. I think we relaxed a little bit to let them come back in the game, but we finished strong in overtime. So we got some good stuff to look at.
Malik, what do you make of the defense that you saw from Keon Ellis, especially in the overtime session? You have 5 blocks.
Yeah, man. Like I said before, every time I talk, man, I don't be surprised with Keon because I know that's what he does. I was watching him for a little bit when he was at Alabama. It's crazy because he's steal the ball from all the Kentucky players, man, when I used to watch. So I knew he was good at defense. I just didn't know how it was going to translate like this. But, yeah, man, Keon's great. A great professional, too.
Malik, you scored the first 8 points in that overtime. I think you scored 10 points after Demondas made a basket. And then you got a key rebound, too. Do your team feel that energy, coming from you? Because every time you came down the court, they made sure that you got the ball.
I feel like they just know I'm going to try to make the right play. Whether it gets through or not, they know I'm going to try to make the right play, and I'm doing things for the team. So I think that's why they look for me, and they got confidence in me to make the right play. So I'm thankful they do that. But, yeah, I just try to make the right decisions. And, I was just scoring tonight, so.
Malik, along those lines, did you come into the extra period thinking that you had to be even better than you were through the first 3?
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel like I was relaxing a little bit in the fourth quarter. I was just able to turn that around in overtime, and we got the win.
Malik, to see Sabonis collect his 50th straight double-double, De'Aaron Fox also had a big game, but for both of them to also kind of turn it over to you and try and set you up as best as possible during that fourth quarter and overtime, I guess what does that mean, the synergy between your 2 stars having big nights but also involving you?
Just make the defense be honest, man. They can't just focus on 2 people no more. Especially when I had the ball and I got it going. They gotta focus on 3, and you can't send 3 people at the ball. Then we're gonna be playing 2-on-2, and I think every time we play 2-on-2, our team gonna win and come on top most of the time. So, yeah, man, they just trusted me, like I said before, to make the right play, and I've been doing that.
Malik, obviously you and Fox both talented scorers. In games like that where obviously you're both capable of finishing the game and making clutch shots, how do you kind of balance that out? Is it just whoever's hot at the time, or are you just kind of giving what the defense gives you? What's kind of in your head in moments like that?
We've been playing with each other for a little while, man, so we know which one's going, where to give him the ball, where he like his shots, where I like my shots at. So that's just us being friends, man, and playing basketball for a little while together.
Malik, it's pretty obvious. We see when you're emotional on the court, whether good or bad. How much does that help fuel kind of the player that you are?
A lot, man. A lot, for sure. I feed off negative energy. I feed off positive energy. I feed off just energy, man. I think that's what makes me come alive, especially in big moments like this.
And then just, you guys finished this long homestand 3-3 going, or excuse me,
4-2. Get it right, man.
Numbers, buddy. Just what's that mean for this group as you guys kind of go out on the road here?
Yeah, man, it's great to finish this last little stretch of games on top, especially going on the road, man. It's hard to win on the road. We know that. So, yeah, man, it just gives us a little bit more confidence going on the road. So we just got to keep this energy up.
Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
Well, who would you rank that dunk that you had at the start?
I had like 3 of them, man. I don't know.
De'Aaron, 10 assists for you tonight. Does it feel like your playmaking has picked up in that area? It feels like you've been not just focusing on scoring, but just taking what the defense has been giving you.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I'm seeing double teams and seeing blitzes coming off of ball screens, I definitely think it makes it a little bit easier to play make. And, just when we have an advantage on the back end 3-on-4, it's easier for me to just get off the ball.
De'Aaron, you and Domas both seem to kind of hand a game over there late to Malik. What went through the thought process there, and how do you think he responded?
I think he was great for us, and I think he's done it before. He was big for us in that. At the end of the fourth and in that overtime period. So you continue to feed the hot hand, and obviously he's a guy who also play makes as well. So him being able to start and finish plays is definitely great for us, and he did a hell of a job in overtime tonight.
When you see him kind of going off the way he is and kind of rising maybe to that next level, you mentioned like feed the hot hand, but how much does that kind of energize what you guys do as well?
I mean, it's always great when you have multiple guys who can, take over a game. So, with him having it going like that, that he's also still going to make the right play. If he sees somebody open or if he draws two, he still makes the right play. So it's not just putting the ball in the basket for him.
Fox, in regulation over these last 4 games, you're holding opponents to 101 points per game. Just defensively, the growth of this team, what does that say about the work that you've put in on that end?
I think we've definitely been better defensively over this stretch. We want to be able to try to put complete games in, shoot better, all around. I mean, see if we can have one of those 50-40 games on the offensive end, and then also do what we're doing defensively. So I think that's the next step for us.
De'Aaron, you and Domas had a late communication in regulation a miscommunication, I should say, that was almost very costly. Would you be willing to share with us what you guys said to each other after that, and what does it say about you as a team that you guys were able to overcome that?
I mean, those things happen. There's not really much about it. It was a turnover. They got an one. We moved on, and we were able to execute the next time down.
Yeah, 20 turnovers for you guys as a team and 6 for yourself really allowed Memphis to kind of stay in this one. What do you feel like kind of led to that?
I got tackled a couple times, so I don't know. But, that's a team that plays hard. Obviously, they have a lot of guys out. They have guys who are young, and they have some guys who are trying to earn their way and stay on roster. But, that's still the same Memphis team regardless. Obviously, their offensive firepower is not the same, but they're out there, they're scrappy, they rebound. I think they're like 5th or 6th in turning teams over, so it's not like this is something new to them. That's what they've done on a nightly basis this year. But they did what they do, and we have to be better, holding on to the ball.
A couple of those big Malik dunks started with Keon Ellis blocks. He had 5 of them tonight. Another big defensive performance for him. Just the continuation of his growth. Just does he surprise you, or what is he giving you?
Yeah, like I said before, he's he's getting more comfortable out there playing heavier minutes and guarding some of the best players in the world. And I think he did a hell of a job tonight. Obviously, Desmond Bain just came back from injury, but that's a tough guy to slow down regardless of how many games you've played or how many games he's played. And I think he did a hell of a job tonight.
De'Aaron, where's your level of concern for Kevin tonight after what happened with him, and then on the other hand, your level of confidence in Keon or other guys to help fill that?
I don't know exactly what the injury is yet. I'm pretty sure it's a shoulder injury, but I also haven't looked at the replay yet. But I don't know. But obviously with this team, it's always next man up mentality. We have to be ready to play without Kev if it is, some type of long-term thing. And I think everybody's confident in Keon and what he's done. If he started or come off the bench, just the minutes that he's been providing over the last few games, especially since he's been back in the rotation, have been great. So for us, we're trying to focus on the next thing. Obviously, we want Kev to be healthy, but for whatever it is, if he's not able to play, then we have to be ready to play.
great that our guys found a way to get a win tonight. Taylor does a great job with his group. They were obviously really, really scrappy tonight. Their length, their athleticism, it obviously bothered us. It hurt us in a lot of different ways. The two areas that we really got hurt in, obviously we didn't do a great job boxing out. Conchor had 4 offensive rebounds. Jemison had 4 offensive rebounds, and Laravia had 3 offensive rebounds. But their 15 offensive rebounds, it's part of what kept them in the game. They had 23 second chance points, and a lot of it was we didn't really hit bodies as well as we could have. And then the second area, obviously we had some bad turnovers that led to easy baskets for them, but the easy baskets also gave them confidence and kept them in the game when we were about to create a little bit of separation. So great fight by Memphis. You take your hat off to them for the fight that they showed. But, at the end of the day, we had a lot of different guys step up. I thought Domus was really, really good on Jaren Jackson. He's an elite player. You're not going to stop him. You just want to make him work for his points, and I thought Domus did. Domus ended up taking a charge tonight. He was our defensive player of the game. It could have easily gone to Keon. Keon was really, really good, too. I think he had 5 deflections, maybe 6 deflections. And Desmond, you talk about a tough cover, and Desmond Bain, with his ability to get to the rim and finish, and his ability to shoot the 3 from range, Keon was really, really good. And then, we got solid contributions, obviously, all across the board. I even thought Duarte came in and gave us a little bit of lift in the 18 minutes that he played. But at the end of the day, having a guy like Malik close the way he did was a lot of fun to watch. We just put the ball in his hands, and put them in pick and roll, and he was able to create a little bit of separation and get to his medium game, and he was really on point with it tonight. So great job closing the homestand. I think we were 4-2 during this homestand, and maybe we could have got one more. Who knows? Just being greedy, but heck of a job by our guys during this homestand.
Mike, first up, do you have any update on Kevin Herter for us?
I don't.
Okay, and what does it mean going forward if he's going to be out long term? Does it look like Keon is going to be the guy, especially after his defensive performance tonight?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long, Kevin, because I haven't gotten an update yet. But obviously we started Keon in the second half, and he'll continue to start until Kev gets back or we want to go another direction.
Mike, in regulation over these last 4 games, Kings are allowing 101 points per game. We've seen this team capable of doing this at times before, but for a 4-game stretch, first time I think since the playoffs, can you share what that means for the progress of the defensive development?
It's huge, because, like I said, you guys see it with your own eyes. We have some wide open shots that just aren't going in, and I can't make the ball go in. You can't make the ball go in. Even the people shooting it can't make it always go in. And so you have to be able to give yourself a chance by taking care of the ball, keeping them off the offensive glass, doing some of the little things, but you have to defend. And if you are capable of defending, you understand it, you embrace it, then you're going to at least give yourself a chance, because now you don't have to rely on scoring 120, 130 points every time you want to get a win, and knowing that we're still capable of that. So, we say we want to play fast. We ended up with 19 fast break points tonight. We want to be physical. I thought we were physical, except when it came to keeping them off the glass. I thought defensively, Doma stuck his chest out. I thought Keon was really good. I thought we had some pretty good defensive possessions. And then we want to play together. And I think we had 30 assists tonight, So it has to be a part of our identity. I think our guys are understanding it, and it's great because it's at the right time that it needs to happen.
Coach, there was a play where Keegan didn't catch a hit-ahead pass, and you were visibly frustrated after the fact and ended up pulling him and having a conversation with him. If you don't mind, what was kind of the source of that frustration on your end and what that conversation kind of went like with him?
I'm not sure if I remember that play where I
Kind of hit the.
and I pulled.
I would
You saw that?
try to be nice. But
You saw that?
yeah.
I don't think I took Keegan out. I don't think I took Keegan out, and I don't remember. I apologize, because I would tell you, but I don't remember. I said a lot during this game. I don't remember what I said, so I apologize.
Mike, you kind of touched on it in your opening remarks, but Duarte, the game he had 3 for 6, 2 of 4 from deep. Maybe talk a little bit about his professionalism. Obviously, he's kind of in and out of the rotation, trying to find his role with the team. Maybe talk a little bit about just the role he's able to play, giving you some of those minutes, and just how impressive that's been from him.
He's been really good, and you're right. We played him for 30 seconds, pulled him out. We played him for 20 minutes, pulled him out. But he's steadily gotten better. His professionalism is out of his world right now. I mean, doesn't matter if he plays 2 minutes, if he plays 20 minutes, he's been great. And he works extremely hard, and it's great that people are starting to see and recognize how hard he's been working, because prior to tonight, I want to say since the All-Star break, he's 10 for 19 from the three-point line, and he goes 2 for 4 tonight, so he's shooting over 50% from the three-point line since the All-Star break, and the shots that he's taken are really good shots. He's also trying to spray the ball. And I just love the fact that his attitude is in the right direction, and he's always ready. He's always been ready when we called his number.
Coach, I know we ask you about Domas a lot. You talk about Domas a lot. Tonight, big, nice round number with 50 straight double-doubles for him. Just kind of big picture, when you're able to step back and think about 50 consecutive double-doubles, what goes into your mind? How is he able to do that?
He cares a ton. That's the first thing, and his effort is unmatched when it comes to rebounding the basketball, especially. I mean, he's getting hit in the head and pushed, and he's trying to deliver blows too. And for him to have 18 rebounds, just a remarkable game when it comes to rebounding the basketball. But after being around him, and I'm not trying to minimize it, but after being around him and coaching him and watching him, you understand how he can get as many double-doubles as he has gotten in a row. He's just that type of player, and we need every one of those rebounds that he's getting, because we're not a big team, and he's a guy that can go get it for us.
Coach Brown, speaking of the rebounds, 108, total 108 rebounds in this one, 59 by the Kings, but you including Sabonis, you have 6 players that have 5 or more rebounds. So how important was that, to clear the glass like that as a team effort?
It was pretty good. I mean, they had in this one of areas that I didn't think we showed up in all the time, the whole game tonight. They had 15 offensive rebounds for 23 second chance points. And obviously shooting 37% from the floor, there's going to be a lot of opportunity for them to offensive rebound. But I thought we could have done a better job, especially our guards, of putting bodies on bodies. As soon as the shot goes up, we can't turn and look because they're sending 2, 3, 4 guys to the glass. You got to check your guy, and you got to step to your guy and put a forearm in his chest. And I didn't think, or especially our guys on the perimeter, I don't think we did that enough. We were able to get away with a win tonight, but the way they impacted the glass offensively, coupled with, us turning the ball over, is what kept them in the game. So, great job in terms of numbers by some of our guys, but I don't think our box outs were there throughout most of the game. Thank y'all. Yeah, we had 18 or 19, and we were either 5 for 18 or 5 for 19 from the three. So we got, our target is 20, and if we get to 20, then we feel like we can